Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for another YouTube video. First of all, let me just say a big thank you to each and every one of you out there liking my videos, commenting on my videos and subscribing to the channel, guys. It does not go unnoticed. Your comments are taken note of and I duly appreciate all the support and all the feedback I get from you guys. It absolutely means the world to me. I'm very, very happy that we are on this journey together, guys. And what I want to do today is we are going to, of course, talk about Cardano, but more importantly, we're going to talk about the projects that are being built on top of Cardano. We know that Cardano is an unfinished project yet. We are on the Goguen area, which is going to see the implementation of smart contracts, thus the implementation and the building of a decentralized finance ecosystem on the Cardano network. This is not only huge for Cardano, but for the individual projects being built on top of it is going to be huge. And I think there is a real 100x on, for some of these projects, value proposition on your initial investment setting up right now. I am personally embarking on it and I'm here to share what I'm kind of doing, and not only what I'm doing but the opportunity that is at hand with each and every one of you on the other end of the screens. I feel like we're almost we're very connected now, me and you. So that is what I want to spend today's video doing. Of course, we're going to take a look at these shorter time frames. ADA's just shown so much strength. We've been really commenting on ADA for a reason. We like what we're seeing, and ultimately this is going to continue. Remember, guys, May is a bit of a sticky time for markets in general. Why we're seeing a bit of a smashing of the stock market at the moment is because usually traders will sell in May and they'll come back sort of after the summer and resume everything. That's just how it kind of goes, and ultimately the crypto space isn't big enough to be completely outside of the realm of that. It is going to get affected, whether you like it or not, by what is happening in the traditional financial world. So watch out for that, guys. Could be some great opportunities for accumulating across the board in the crypto space over the sort of coming months, but we'll see how everything unfolds. Now, guys, what I want to do is I want to take you to the opportunity. Now here, guys, you have the Cardano ecosystem. A lot of these projects are already being built, but they're being built on a different network. So Ethereum, for example, and what they're going to do is when Cardano has implemented Goguen, thus the smart contract capabilities, which will allow people to build dApps, and we'll see new projects spring up, but not only that, convert their decentralized apps over to the Cardano network. Essentially, once this is implemented, these, projects that are already being built on other networks are going to transition over. So you have these projects. I'll tell you the projects I'm going after right now. Every single Oracle that's named here, I'm going after the AMM liquidities, I'm going after the DEXs, I'm going after the payment options. I won't really be messing around with the NFT space, although I think a lot of them will do well. It's just that I don't really get involved with NFTs. It's not what I do. It's not really my speciality in the crypto field. I'll probably even might try out some of the stable coins, see what the liquidity is like on them. But ultimately, why I'm so bullish on this, guys, is we have Ethereum right now. And one reason Ethereum is so valuable is because it's built on. It's the most used smart contract protocol out there. Essentially, if you had invested in, and this is the key to investing in the cryptocurrency space, guys, is being early. If you're an early Bitcoin investor, you're a millionaire, billionaire now. If you're an early Ethereum investor, the same thing. And if you're an early projects investor that are built on top of Ethereum, you would have made easily over 100x, sometimes 1000x with some of these projects. A project like Chainlink that was people got into very early, on the Ethereum network has done exceptionally well, and I think the opportunity essentially is now setting up again, but in this sense for the Cardano network. And I think if you can get into these projects early, you're onto a real winner. Now, how is it that you get into these projects? I'm going to mention two ways, and I'm going to be totally transparent with you. I own both the CardStarter token and the Occam Razor token. How I got my hands on both of these was I got them through Uniswap. Now, one reason I think that these projects are going to do significantly well is because Cardano is a more sufficient blockchain, or certainly will be when the smart contract capabilities are rolled out, than Ethereum. For me to use DeFi every single day, it's expensive. It's not really something that people with a small volume of money can actually do, because for me to even make a swap on Uniswap can be $100 plus on occasions, and that sucks. Yes, I do use PancakeSwap. I do use Binance Smart Contract to do some of my transactions and to operate some of my DeFi protocols. But ultimately, what I'm trying to say here is that these protocols being built on top of Cardano are going to be cheaper, faster, and more efficient When we talk about things like energy, we all know the market crashed, or not crashed, had a sell-off the other day because Elon Musk tweeted, very hypocritical tweet, had no idea what he was really on about, where he was saying that mining Bitcoin was bad for the environment, even though he's sending rockets into space that are heavily use a lot of fossil fuels, etc., and it's just total hypocritical nonsense. All noise. There's always a narrative attached to a sell-off. They're totally normal, part and parcel. We made a big long video about that, so just to go and watch that if you're not already up to date on that. But what I'm trying to get at, and I keep getting off track and rambling on here, is that this ecosystem and these applications are going to be very, very efficient based on the fact that they're built on Cardano, which is a third generation blockchain. Bitcoin being the first generation, the technology is old now. It's kind of like playing on a PS3. Ethereum being the, like the PS4, and now Cardano being like the PS5. That's a good analogy, I think, for you. And Ethereum, of course, will admit that they are insufficient, unscalable in a lot of ways. That is why Vitalik would admit that himself. That's why you have Ethereum 2 coming up. And I think whilst that is still coming up and still in the process of being implemented and completed and finalized and etc., if this ecosystem kicks off in that time, you are not only going to see all the projects in here do very well, but you are going to see projects converting from Ethereum over to Cardano because it is going to be more efficient for them to do so. It's going to be cheaper. It's going to give the user a better kind of deal. So I hope what I'm saying is making sense here. Take note of these projects, guys. Go and look at the Cardano ecosystem. Go and look at these two places. These are essentially incubators. This is where you can actually get involved in these projects early in a safe way. Now, you do need, in a lot of cases, certainly on Occam Razor's case, to actually own the Occam Razor token. I think it's 75 of them in order to get access, or 150. I can't remember. Essentially what this will do, and you can see here they've already launched their own OccamFi token, where you had to essentially convert your Ethereum, kind of like if you bought Hex in the early days. I didn't get it on this. I had to get it on Uniswap because I wasn't early enough and I wasn't really switched on. I'm so busy with everything. But really, now that I'm coming round to this, it's why I'm making a video. I'm looking to attack this heavily, and I will be taking part in the DeFi sort of round and trying to get my hands on this. So you can see that, even though we don't have smart contract capabilities, which we know is coming, you can see that these projects are already being built. They're already being worked on, and they're already being kind of rolled out essentially. And this is essentially how you'll be able to get in early. You'll be able to partake in these kind of swaps, these fundraisers that will, of course, allow you to gain early access and hopefully make a lot of money. So Occam Razor is one place. You can go on CardStarter. That is another place. An early adoption platform, the first insured project accelerator for Cardano. These are very secure, both of these protocols. I'm involved with them. I own both of the tokens that I got on Uniswap, just to be transparent. But remember, guys, if you're trying to get in touch, if you're trying to buy something on Uniswap, it's very, very expensive right now. There are ways around that, but it's if you're putting like $100 on, transaction fees would probably be more than that right now on Uniswap, or certainly in some cases. It's it's really bad, and that's ultimately another reason why I think these projects are going to do so well, because they're going to be a lot cheaper. We do know Ethereum are trying to kind of combat the problems that they have with the London hard fork, the EIP, Ethereum Improvement Proposal Plan 1559, where they're essentially going to burn the minor fees essentially. So we know that they're trying to work on it, but it's just, are they going to be able to do that in time? And ultimately, even if they were, guys, I still think that a lot of people are going to choose to build and run their applications on top of Cardano. So I'm very, very excited. I wanted to share this with you. Remember, go look at the Cardano ecosystem, then go to CardStarter and Occam Razor and have a look at what they're kind of offering. Go check the websites out. Do your due diligence on each individual project. The Charlies, Oracle, I'm looking very, very heavily at. I'm looking heavily at a number of things. The Sunday Swap, the Poly Swap. I'm looking at a lot of these. I'm looking at a lot of these apps, and I'm really doing a lot of due diligence and digging in. And we're going to keep you up to date on that. We are going to do our top 5 projects on Cardano that we're going to be investing in. I will be bringing that out for you, so stay up to date. Get subscribed to this channel, guys, because we are going to keep you up to date as things unfold. Of course, I'm already in CardStarter and OccamFi. But I'm going to be getting involved in a lot more of them, and hopefully I can end up in DeFi as well. We'll see, guys. We have a lot going on. Let's take a quick look at the daily, because we give you a Cardano update every single day, but I wanted to take you away from all that and kind of, you know, take you to something else, you know, switch it up a little bit. But we are essentially just sticking to the plan, guys. We did say that we were going to staircase up. Cardano has showed some extreme strength against the rest of the market when we had that sell-off. It's now 5th in terms of market cap. Dogecoin is back above it, which I love to see. I don't love to see it, but whatever. So that's really all I have for you in this video, guys. I am probably going to love and leave you. Have I covered everything? So let's do a quick recap before I wrap the video up completely. We have a DeFi space already being built. It's not on Cardano yet, but it will be transitioning over there. You can get involved in these projects early on things like CardStarter and Occam Razor. And ultimately, guys, you know, you're going to want to pay attention to what's being built on top of Cardano, because the chances are they're going to be very efficient and perform very well. And like I say, if you'd invested in something like Chainlink in the early days and got in early, you would have done exceptionally well, guys. And I think an opportunity like that is setting up right now in some of these projects. So it's not just the oracles, it's everything, it's the dexes, it's everything going on. That's all I have for you in this video, guys. I'm going to love and leave you on that note. I hope you have found this useful. I hope this has hopefully pricked up some of your interests in this. And that's all I have for you in this video, guys. So I'm going to love and leave you on that note. I hope you have a fantastic Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you've enjoyed the content, a like is always appreciated. So is a comment. Your feedback is crucial to the growth of this channel. And get subscribed to one of the fastest and realest growing YouTube channels out there, because we're bringing you content on a daily basis. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next YouTube video.